For realsies.
Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the ASOTV podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. mini web series Slingshot. I'm your host Mike, and joining me... Yeah? Hi Mike, and joining me is Clio, and Jacob, and Rachel.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
So, kind of a interesting 20-something minutes.
Yeah. It's basically another episode.
It's basically...
A yo-yo episode.
Yes, a devoted to yo-yo episode, and I like it.
It has nothing to do with the main plot whatsoever.
I think it might have something to, I think it's gonna have something to play. It's gonna play into.
I think the only thing it has to play into the next bit of the season is the coin, the pin or whatever, the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The
You mean-
Peggy's pin.
Peggy's pen.
Peggy's pin, because she doesn't need it anymore.
She lived a long and happy life.
Ah.
She did. She really did.
But it's
Can't say much about the TV show, but she did.
no, that's true.
I'm sad again.
But it was supposed to be like this symbol of, to yo-yo. Don't, this isn't a bad thing. We're a team. It's okay. It's just different now. And I think now that Daisy, it's gonna call her Sky.
Mhm.
Still want to call her Sky.
I think it doesn't matter because
That's how we were introduced to her. They called her that for multiple seasons. It's just there.
Yeah.
You're never going to unstick that from your brain. So, this takes place...
Anyway, it's hers now, so she's...
Yeah, it's hers now. So, it was a nice gesture by Coulson. This whole
One
thing...
does not simply give away Peggy Carter's badge.
Well, in this
There was
case,
a
they
reason.
did.
It's a symbol. Share it amongst the team. I bet it's going to be like
I
the
would-
cross.
No. I will be keeping that thing. I'll hide it somewhere in... Realistically, I'd probably hide it under my bed, but I don't want anyone touching it.
don't touch it.
Knowing Coulson
At
and
first, it
his...
looked like a decoder ring or something. Like
knowing him and his penchant for collectibles, it's probably a replica. He has the real one stashed away in a very safe place.
it has a
Fuck you,
tracker on
Coulson.
it. It has a tracker on it. That's why.
Exactly.
That's how they could find Sky everywhere. It has
Well,
a
no,
tracker on it.
Well, when Sky gets it, it's, present time. It's not
Mhm.
when they were still looking for her. It's when she came back.
Right. When she came back. It was beating the
Was
crap
it?
out of a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when she was punching the bag, she's like, I need to get into a routine and being back at the base. She's already
The
back.
bag owes you money.
I know, but I didn't. When she erased her watch, whatever was on her watch, I thought that was the past.
No, that's the present, because now that Daisy's back, they were going to want to ask her questions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Elena came to Daisy in the first place.
Right.
To be like, hey, maybe we should get our stories straight about that day, and
Let's
Well,
remove...
maybe you should erase this data.
when they start
Well,
asking me
I'm
about
just
this
surprised that
warehouse.
they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't see that data before now. That's what made it kind of like.
Well, like Max said, it's all metadata. It's mostly going to collect dust in a server somewhere,
Yes.
metaphorically
Mhm.
speaking. No one's ever going to look at that unless they specifically need to look at that.
Yeah.
99.9% of that
So as
shit
long
is
as
just ignored.
As long as nobody's ever taken notes about that particular part of piece of data, no one's going to notice it's changed.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
Probably not.
And here's one of the themes of the episode: bureaucracy and how ineffective it really is.
Adapting to bureaucracy and how it weighs you down. So, whole premise. of, for the most part, is Yo-Yo adjusting to her new life in S.H.I.E.L.D. as they get a brand new director, like this was day one of Director Mace, and wanting to go
Or
after...
at least her day one.
Well, it was her day
Yeah, it seemed
one.
like
that's right, 'cause-
No, yeah, Mace and Coulson
was.
were doing the transfer, because Coulson was carrying
Yes,
his
you're
shit out of his office when he gave her the pin.
You're right.
He
I
still
love
has
the
the
Stanley picture in it.
Yes.
Yep.
I love this particular Stanley cameo because it's not like, the Daredevil one where it was Stanley in a cop's uniform, like clearly, cop of the month or whatever. It's not like Coulson posing with Stanley. It is literally just a headshot of Stanley. Like super obvious, super
questions.
out of place, and I love it. Love it.
I want to know, because we've had a lot of Stan Lee cameos. Well, every single movie has had a Stan Lee cameo, and so does the shows. What version of Stan Lee is this, and why does Coulson have it?
Really good question.
Everybody just... It's like the generally accepted fan theory that he's the observer in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Because he's everywhere.
But
Yeah.
I think... But in the comics... in the comics, there are also these aliens they're just called the Watchers, and they just watch people.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they do. That's their own purpose in life. They don't do anything else. They just watch you.
Hmm.
They don't talk to you. They don't take notes or anything. They just watch you.
Yeah.
Creepy.
It would explain, I mean, Stan Lee is everybody in this universe, including himself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's himself.
He's the DJ in
the
a
FedEx
strip club.
guy.
He played Hugh Hefner.
He played Hugh Hefner.
He was a DJ in a strip club.
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Oh, right.
Of course.
He was a bartender in Ant-Man.
He's a guy on a
That's
bus in Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm. Just some dude on a... He was himself in Rise of the Silver Surfer trying to break into Reed Richards' wedding.
Oh my god, you're right. He has actually played himself.
He has actually played himself. But enough about Stan Lee, which the cameo was appreciated. Back to the premise, which is Yo-Yo wanting to hunt down the arms dealer that killed her cousin.
Yes.
But she
That
can't.
guy, I can't stand that guy's face. I'm sorry.
I know.
He's a
And
douchebag.
everything I've
I
seen
don't-
him in, he plays a douchebag. And
I can't
He has
stand
that
his face.
face.
when you're typecast, you're typecast. I'm sorry. He just has that face. He's
Yeah.
probably a really nice guy.
They usually
I don't
are.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand his face. I'd seem to be like, I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, clearly he's not a cop anymore.
Clearly, no.
Yeah.
He's not even alive.
That's a really interesting laser cannon blowy uppy device he had that he was trying to sell
It's like
to
a
the Watchdogs.
disintegrator. It just-
We've seen this before
We have.
in season 1. How the fuck did you get it?
Yeah.
But that was that. Wait, I thought Coulson used the modified destroyer weapon in season 1 on Bill Paxton.
He did. Wait, did he? Did he?
I don't remember.
It was this thing.
Whatever.
It was this thing. It was blue.
Was it this thing? I don't remember.
Maybe it was just somebody replicated that weapon because you're right. S.H.I.E.L.D. had that weapon.
Well,
Did they
did
release it?
their armory get invaded when
It did.
when
That was
what's
after.
his fuckhead what's his name?
The
Garrett.
Watchdogs?
No, oh god,
Bill Paxton.
no, not Bill Paxton.
No,
Yeah,
Maurice
him
and
and it was Bill Paxton. Well, they
Hydra?
yeah, well, not
Ward.
really. It's Bill Paxton and Ward. They
Okay.
infiltrated the armory.
Yeah,
and-
but I mean,
Yeah, after
released
they
everyone
did
and-
that.
but Coulson got that
After they
weapon
did that,
back at
Coulson
the
blew him up.
end. Because he blew up. I'm just calling. His name was Garrett, but the agent Garrett. But
Yeah.
he blew up Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton.
But
Well,
anyway,
yeah, but,
yeah.
he-
Anyway,
He
don't
blew
know-
it up, and he
you don't
did it
know
so
what happened
nonchalantly
in
when he blew it.
douchebag face no longer has a douchebag face because he is a blood fountain,
Doesn't
which
have anything.
is an
It-
underappreciated
it's-
method of death in Hollywood, in my opinion. The blood
Blood
fountain.
fountains?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she gets her.
Can we talk about how that happened?
Yeah. You know, the watchdog guy. Oh, was it the watchdog guy? Shot at
It was.
Yo-Yo?
The watchdogs are back.
Yeah. The watchdogs, well, this was in the past. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Back in the past.
He shot it at Yo-Yo, but, you know, she has super speed, so really, she's going to be able
You're trying to shoot a speedster in the back. It's like, come on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she has to come back.
Yeah.
Luckily, the thing was fast enough where it missed her, and she grabbed it, and then she went back to her spot. So it looks like she shot
Ramon.
I think she wanted him
face.
to think that she shot him, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't think she meant it that way.
She meant to grab the weapon and stop the dude. She didn't know that it was going to hit Ramon.
Oh, she did too.
No, she didn't.
Honestly, I
you
thought...
see the look on her face when she turns around and he's a pile of dust. She didn't know that was going to happen.
She could have been like, holy crap, that could have been me.
Yeah,
holy
that
crap.
too.
But it was him. That's what they wanted to do to me. But no, I think as soon as he shot it, what else is going to happen when she moves? How do you not know that that's going to kill someone?
Well, maybe she didn't know it was going to... The angle.
She
might not have known that... The angle.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway,
she knew it was going to happen, but she didn't mean... I don't think she meant to kill anybody, but she was like, okay, if I move, it's going to kill him.
She's not... if she moves, she's not killing him. The other guy's killing him.
It's like, it's you or me.
It's the whole... It's... What the hell do they call it? It's the trolley car problem again. Like, you know... It's the basic premise by... Like, she didn't kill him, but he died through her action, basically.
Yeah. Which she was saving her own life.
Well, you know what, Ramon? You should have ducked or something, you know?
You should have ducked.
You should have also had
You shouldn't have stepped in front of the laser. It's your fault.
We also learned through this that May gave Elena an out. Gave her a shot. You know, like everybody gets one.
May, you're cool.
Yeah. And also gave her some tips, like, because May doesn't like bureaucracy either.
You're bad at your job.
Something we forget.
You're sloppy.
May is...
Yeah, exactly.
May is a high
She wasn't
up.
mad that she stole the badge. She was mad she was sloppy about it.
Right, like, because May is high up there. She has to enforce the bureaucracy. Whether she likes it or not, but, you know, it's a different story. But she has to enforce it, and, yeah, you're sloppy. You know, it's cool. You know, you wanna get revenge on this guy. He's a bad dude. He should be apprehended. Or worse. And you gotta do it behind our backs. Great.
Well, now we know kind of where the base is. I'm guessing it's close to Washington, D.C., since they're only 20 minutes by plane away from Maryland.
I mean, we kind of guessed it was in the greater D.C. area, Virginia, somewhere, Maryland, around there.
But no one has ever really said.
And I don't think they're going to say. And, 20-minute plane ride, I mean, this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A 20-minute plane ride can get you...
It can't get you to L.A., we know that much. So.
Well, okay. So, did she say 2 hours to L.A.? She thought it would be 2 hours to L.A.?
She thought it'd be a couple hours.
Couple hours, all right.
As far as I know, the fastest anyone's ever gone from L.A. to New York, or L.A. to D.C. is 53 minutes, and they did it in a Blackbird.
Jesus Christ, 53 minutes?
That was the fastest plane ever made, so.
Yeah.
Well, it's the major G's that only certain people can...
Yeah, but, I mean...
I don't think they could.
Doing it in 2 hours is plausible, because we, in reality, have done it in... Was it 53 or 63 minutes? I don't know. We've done it in an hour. That's what I was getting at. So their base could be anywhere.
But I'm thinking it's probably on the East Coast.
Probably. Safe assumption. All right, so at the time of this recording, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes back tonight. Actually, it aired an hour ago, I think.
I haven't aired here yet. Not
so, we're going to be covering that tomorrow, as of this recording. Also, some news that I read in the interim. We're not going to be getting any more Ghost Rider this season.
Oh.
And
any?
Saddens me. I don't know if it's any, but he's not going to be back for a while, it looks like.
I just...
And I don't know, I mean, I forget what site I read the art. It was a reputable article. It wasn't like some bullshit or whatever. They said that it was budget concerns because the cost to animate Ghost Rider's skull, his face, was ridiculous. That was eating almost all of their effects budget to do that.
Ugh.
Burning a hole through their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
So they
Yeah.
they didn't
I mean,
say
they did a
that
really
could-
good job of it. So
Yeah.
You could have Robbie.
And I mean, they're shifting
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah, true.
I mean, they are shifting focus to Ada going all Cylon on them. So I guess I don't know. It made sense story wise, or they were able to work it in. But I'm depressed about that. I'm kind of sad because they were just getting.
I mean, I understand though.
We were getting meat and potatoes,
Yeah.
or we had the meat and we were getting the potatoes.
Or maybe he's just doing something on the other side that's just going to take him a while.
That's going to be
Well,
their
probably
excuse.
because
He
after
goes
he's
to hell for a hot second. But
well, no, because he did what he wanted the Ghost Rider to do, and now he's like, I promised to get you all the souls you want. Now Ghost Rider's like, pay up, bitch. He's gotta go get him souls.
That's what he's off
So,
doing. He's off.
What he's
paying.
off doing.
He's
Oh,
paying
well.
that bitch.
going,
So I, for one, very much enjoyed this little mini-series, or
Me too.
thing.
I did.
I would like them
and I
to
like
do...
that.
Go on.
No, I was just gonna say when I heard about this, I thought it was just gonna be Elena and just Elena and like not seeing anybody else from the show, which I like because I love her, and well, she's currently my favorite character. My favorite character was Reyna, but she's dead. And then my favorite characters were Bobby and Hunter. They're gone. So now Elena, she's my favorite character, and now that she's my favorite, I'm afraid something's gonna happen to her.
Stop liking characters.
I know.
Stop
oh my
it.
God.
Really?
And it's funny because I watched this and I remembered Ramon. I didn't completely remember him, so I went back and I watched the episode, Elena's first episode, and I was like, oh man, I miss Bobby Hunter. Oh man, I miss Joey. Oh my god, I miss Lincoln. Like I went
They're
through
all
all the characters. I was like, I miss all of you. Oh my god.
I miss you guys.
Oh my god, I missed Trip, and I almost forgot about him.
I forgot about
No,
Trip.
I remember Trip all the time. I was just thinking about him today. I miss Trip all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so bad that I called that it hurts.
I know. Anyway, I liked it. I wish they would do more of these. It was fun.
Yes,
I mean,
I want to see
honestly.
a Fitz and Simmons miniseries.
Yes.
Fitz and
But
Simmons.
I love them. I love them during this thing.
Just
They're having like
nothing to do.
problems.
Right, exactly.
They're sharing a bunk.
Well, now we know why she went and started looking for apartments outside of the base. So,
Right, exactly.
I mean, there's that.
Yo-Yo put it in her head.
Because according to Fitz, women prefer a bigger size in TVs. You want
But
to name it Bridget.
80 inches. Fitz, what are you doing with an 80-inch TV? What's wrong with you?
Like, where are you supposed to look?
I know! You would need a gigantic room so you could sit far enough back to actually enjoy it.
Right?
And Simmons wants a breakfast nook, and
I'm looking,
I loved her reaction. You mean like with a breakfast nook? And Fitz
Nooks
is
could
like,
live without one.
No, he's like, no, good, shut up, shut up.
like waving her off, like, no, bad, time out.
And then he comes over
And
to
then
her
Simmons
was
turns
watching-
around.
Well, when
Simmons
he
turns around. He
goes
just has that goofy smile.
he like goes and does Elena's watching. He's just like giving her the evil glare, like you. And she's like, "What?"
I'm gonna uncomfortably stare at you. 'Cause that's really,
Right.
realistically, all I could do to you.
It's not gonna change.
I mean, I'm looking over at where my TV is, and I'm thinking, 80-inch TV, can it fit in that area? Nope. Can I make it fit in that area? Nope. Maybe if I removed the dresser and, didn't have a TV stand and it just rested on the floor? Maybe.
Maybe.
maybe if you got rid of all of your furniture except for the 80-inch TV.
No, just one dresser would have to move, and the TV stand. But, I mean, it would be sitting on the floor, propped up with a couple of pieces of wood, I think. So,
Oh my God.
I would like to just discuss a bit of themes for this little mini-series. bureaucracy being one of them. It don't work. But we got to see the director a bit, and I feel sorry for this guy. Everybody hates him.
I love him.
He's doing his job.
I like him too. Like, he's legit trying, and that's why I like him.
I don't know. There's something about him. It's like I don't hate him, but at the same time, I'm like,
Like,
I don't want to be
you're trying too hard.
You're not supposed to like him. That's the thing. They designed his character for you to dislike him from the start. He's the new director. He's enforcing all these crazy rules. He's distrustful. Anybody who is going to be in the same room with him has to go through weekly lie detector tests. There's the rainbow of security.
I was going to say he likes rainbows.
Like, there's all of this junk, and, you know, he's holding the team back. He's preventing them from doing their job. They can't go out and be heroes and, you know, all that stuff.
Well, and
so you're not
you look
supposed
at that.
to like him.
You look at that side by side with what's literally going on in the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is exactly what happened with Civil War, and they, of course, we saw Yo-Yo sign the Accords, or like her
without reading them.
Well,
Whoever reads the fine print.
Yeah, and
Mac apparently read it.
Of course, Mac read it. Mac's a giant nerd.
Of course, he's a
Mac was in choir.
I know.
They needed someone to sing bass.
And I just love them together. They're so adorable.
Yeah, they really are.
And he asked her out.
Which actually explains why she was so angry during the season, because he asked her out and then never actually took her out for how many ever months he was on the jet. So, yeah, that's why she was upset.
She was a wee bit pissed.
Makes sense.
She was hungry.
She was. With that metabolism, 3 months without food, come on.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yo-Yo.
She did mention that Herschel's, aren't you a little hummingbird? I mean, her pulse, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting to see her relationship with the other members.
Yes.
And not just Mac. And I think one of the major themes in this, in these shorts is, Elena she comes from a third world country. Where the government was very corrupt, and we saw this. Talking about how Ramon, she told him, "You're abusing your power." She comes from a place where she never felt safe with the government that she had.
She never trusted anyone.
She never did. Now she's with S.H.I.E.L.D, which is a government agency. She still doesn't feel safe, even though she's part of it. And I think we see her go through this little mini arc at the end of this episode where she still has, the badge, and she says this means something. And basically what it represents is, it represents the team. She's part of this team now. And this is her, the actress said something, and I really liked it. It was a pun, but I liked it. She says, "This team is my shield."
The puns.
Cute.
Yeah.
The puns are thick in these Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. anyway, so.
There are a lot of shows and things that can take, the hint from this, because they told more story in, I don't know,
20 minutes?
What was the total runtime? 22 minutes, 26 minutes, something like that?
I honestly don't know, because all the episodes were different lengths.
Yeah, there was 6 minutes, 3 minutes.
And the ending closing credits were so long.
Yeah, so there was like 5 minutes here, 6 minutes there, 3.5 minutes there. So, I mean, half an episode, would say. They told more story in half an episode than a lot of things do in, a chunk of a season.
Yeah.
So, basically what we're trying to say, give us more.
More.
Yes.
I just want a Fitz and Simmons short series, but not about them going on missions or anything, or doing lab stuff. I just want to see them being a couple.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was
like what they
this...
did with this. Like, this would be it'd be good. This would be a good venue for
them going to the furniture store.
Yeah, I was starting to say this, I don't know, 8 minutes ago.
Picking out a turtle.
Exactly. Right.
They would have a turtle!
Just them outside of S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to live their lives, furnishing their apartment. They would have a turtle, wouldn't they? They're turtle people.
They're turtles.
Honestly, I think, especially if this does well, and I hope it does, and if you haven't watched it, and you're watching this podcast, go watch it.
They're all on
Give-
YouTube, on Marvel's YouTube channel. They're for free. So
It doesn't take long. I
Also
watched it
on
today.
abc.com.
And if you're watching this podcast and you got this far into it and you haven't watched it yet, I have to ask you, what the hell?
No,
I watched
You like
it
us that
today,
much?
so
Thank
it
you.
didn't take very long.
We appreciate
Yes,
it.
seriously, thank you. But
But
also
seriously,
go
go
give
watch it.
them, so that they do more. Because if we all watch it a million times, they'll do more of these. And
Mhm.
I would love it if they did one for every character. Or
And hopefully bring
Fitzsimmons.
Bobby
There's
into
a
the
little bit extra background. into
yeah,
the
maybe Bobby and Hunter get their own,
They were
doing
gonna
whatever they're
get-
doing.
They were
Can't
gonna
be on
get
the
a
show anymore, but
guys.
you
I
know.
mean, as much as I want a
Guys, they were
Fitzsimmons
gonna get
one,
a show.
as much as I want a Fitzsimmons one, give us I would be okay if they gave us characters that don't get a lot of screen time, like Yo-Yo.
Yeah.
So
Or
give
Joey.
us.
I think
Joey!
you know
Give
what
us
I
Joey.
think what one they should do is the director.
I was
the new director.
gonna say, give
That
us
would
the
be a good one.
director. There was another one.
The director, with the director in just his normal everyday routine.
Give us Dr. Radcliffe. You know,
Dr. Radcliffe and Ava.
exactly. Give us Radcliffe and Ada. You know, just characters that don't get a lot. Well, Radcliffe has been getting a lot of screen time lately, so
She will also.
so will she.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Anything else to mention? All right, good.
I don't think so.
I had to promise Dom I would not forget to mention the Stan Lee cameo, but you guys beat me to it, so
Hell yeah.
bravo. Hell yeah.
like we would miss that.
Very true. Very true. Anyway, that's
Okay.
our show.
Oh, there was one thing. They mentioned Secretary Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Detaining Yo-Yo on the raft if she stepped
Mm-hmm.
out of line.
I don't like
That
boats.
still,
It's
still
not a boat.
exists.
Yeah.
That's not a boat.
It's a floating
It's
prison.
a floating fortress.
You used the word prison.
Prison. All right, it is.
I love the fact that he's like, I want you John Hancock. She's like,
I don't know what that
What?
means. Colloquialism. If you don't live in the country or speak the language as your first language, you might not get it. Way to go, Director Mace. Cleo, where can they find you?
Find me at Cleomoto.
Jake, where can they find you?
You can find me here on YouTube at Jacob Salazar, or you can find me on Twitter or tweet at me throughout the week, throughout the life, at ToNowhereland. That is TONOWHERELAND. Join the Nowhereland Society.
I missed this. I really missed that.
I'm sure everybody else does.
Rachel, where can they find you?
you can find me on Twitter at Savannah17.
Find me on Twitter at Philidrin. I promise I'll actually check it one day. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcast. You can follow us at those places for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. Thank you all for watching. Please.
One of these days we have to switch our outros.
We should, yes. Please, Marvel, more short-form content like this. I liked it.
Yes.
Definitely.
And not necessarily the show.
Mm-hmm.
You do with Jessica Jones or Luke Cage.